Shout out to my Blue Jays who were able to pick up a big Game 4 victory yesterday, and they're setting up for Game 5 tonight to try to take a 3-2 series lead. Good vibes on the baseball diamond, but not so much in the octagon for your boy when it comes to lock of the night plays. As we take another L, I believe that's now 4 straight lock of the night losses for the UFC. We've hit a few on the regional scene, but in terms of the UFC, the bread and butter of this YouTube channel, it's not been going all that great. So last weekend, we lost on Jailton Almeida at -195. He got the takedowns with as much ease as I expected him to, but the fight still played out a lot closer than I thought it would, and that's why it was a split decision. I kind of agreed that Volkov probably deserved to win that fight, seeing that he landed with more damage, but I fully expected Almeida to land more damage once he was able to get those takedowns, but he was just holding on for dear life in those positions, and that was not going to cut it. So we dropped our lock of the night play that this past weekend. I did not have a lock of the night play for LFA 220. So all in all, we go 0-1 on this past weekend, 52-35 on the year for lock of the night plays, -17.45 units, -4% ROI. Atrocious. How we are still in the profit in terms of my betting record for the year is a blessing in and of it itself, especially considering the lock of the night play has really been shit in the bed. Obviously, dog of the night play has been doing fairly well, plus nearly 16 units with a 15% ROI over there, but lock of the night plays just not cutting it. So we got about 2 months left of work to do to, get ourselves out of this little bit of a hole. If you guys were following me from the beginning of the year, we had a little bit of a decent hole, I'll say, at the beginning of the year, but we dug ourselves out of it, got into the profit pretty well, but it's been going pretty downhill over the last 2 or so months now, but we're going to try to get things back into check. I got 3 lock of the night plays for you guys here for this UFC Vegas 110 card. Only one of them could be the official lock of the night play, so either try to take a guess in the comment section below, or let me know what you guys think. You can also find it on the Lock of the Night Patreon page if you want to flip on over there, whether you want to fade it or whatever it is. Considering the luck that I've had as of late, that's where you guys can find it, as I've already dropped it, I believe yesterday or the day before that I dropped it from my Lock of the Night Patreon, folks. I do quickly also want to plug, I am doing live streams again, members only on YouTube, $2 a month, 2 streams a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays before the fights. I will be live on YouTube so we can talk about the breakdowns that I drop for you guys on Mondays, as well as fight days. If anything changes during fight week, we're able to discuss it on that day. So if you want to check that out, I have one later today, aka Wednesday, from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to hop on that, check the link. Actually, just hit that join right under the video, right where it says a like video, I believe, just along that line there by the title. Also, I have it in the comment section pinned as well if you want to check that out. All right, let's get right into this. First lock of the night candidate up is going to be Norma Dumont, who comes in at -160. She's riding a 5-fight winning streak, and this is probably one of the bigger fights of her career, because I feel like she can really establish herself as a top contender in this bantamweight division if she's able to get this win over the veteran Ketlen Vieira. I think this is a very winnable fight for her, with her solid jab, good movement, good stinging jab, physicality that she's able to implement, whether it's in the clinch or on the ground. And I think that Vieira is clearly starting to slow down in her career. And I think that we'll see Dumont pretty much dominate this fight and win it with relative ease. So at -160, sign me up with her as a potential lock of the night candidate. The second lock of the night candidate is going to be Billy Alicano, who comes in at -260, going up against Kevin Christian, who Dana didn't even want to sign off the Contender Series, but the matchmakers were like, hey, we need a few light heavyweights to fill out the roster, so let's bring this guy in. And Kevin Christian is a guy that cashed big for me in his lone LFA fight as a big underdog. I believe I cashed on him against Francesco Mazzio as well in the Contender Series, but this guy BJJ black belt, not all that good on the ground. He can be grinded out from that back position. He's tall and lanky, so that could obviously provide some issues to Alicana. But I think Alicana is a superior martial artist all around. He's a better striker. His grappling has improved enough that he should be able to shuck off any submission attempts from Kevin Christian. And as long as Alicana doesn't get chinned early by something surprising, I fully expect him to dictate the pace and eventually pull off a knockout. I know he really wants to make up for that stinker of a fight that he had against Ibo Aslan last time, and I feel he has the perfect opponent to do it against here with Kevin Christian. So at minus 260, I would be willing to take him at chalk and a potential lock of the night candidate. The third and final lock of the night candidate comes down in the flyweight division as we have Ala Nascimento coming in at minus 260 going up against Cody Durden. Now Nascimento is taking on a short notice Cody Durden here, who steps in for Rafael Estevam, and I believe this is a very winnable fight for Nascimento considering his BJJ and control. I expect Durden to make plenty of mistakes, and that's where we often see him get caught in these bad positions, and that's where Nascimento should eventually be able to hop on his back and sink in a rear naked choke. I really like the under 2.5 at even money as well, because I think Durden can create enough chaos that he might be able to thrive from some sort of finish, but Nascimento hard to finish. Whereas on the Durden side of things, 3 of his 7 fights that have finished inside the distance were actually submission losses. And look for Nascimento to add a 16th submission victory to his 22 career wins. So I would consider him as a lock of the night candidate. All right. Only one of those will be the official lock of the night play. I've already posted on the lock of the night Patreon page. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Actually, I'll see you guys in a few hours if you want to hop on the members only live stream. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go double header. I'm going to go chalk or not, as well as my quick picks video. So I'll see you guys then. Peace. Go Jays.